Welcome to Under the Hood, presented by Willow Tree Press. Let's break it down. This sign is where the problem begins. Most drivers see it and think, merge now before it's too late. It feels polite. It feels responsible. But when everyone reacts the same way, one lane fills up early while the other goes unused. That decision sets the stage for congestion long before the merge point. We've built faster cars, smarter infrastructure, and better technology than ever before. But when traffic slows, all of that progress just freezes. Not because the road can't handle the cars, but because the system isn't being used efficiently. Innovation didn't fail here. Coordination did. When traffic slows, frustration feels personal. Tempers rise. Hands tighten on the wheel. It's easy to blame the driver ahead or the one who merged wrong. But that anger is misdirected. What you're reacting to isn't bad driving. It's the stress response of a system that isn't flowing. This is the part most people miss. While one lane is packed and crawling, the other is wide open. That empty space isn't politeness or cheating. It's unused capacity. Traffic doesn't slow because there are too many cars. It slows because the available road isn't being used evenly. When drivers merge early, one lane fills up quickly while the other stays empty. That creates a long backup upstream, even though there's still usable road ahead. Merging later feels wrong to a lot of people, but from a systems perspective, it spreads demand evenly and keeps traffic moving through the bottleneck more efficiently. This is what a zipper merge is meant to look like. Both lanes stay full and moving until the merge point. Then drivers alternate, one by one, like the teeth of a zipper. It's simple, it's predictable, and it's fair. Most importantly, it uses all available road space before narrowing down. This is where people usually push back. Using the open lane feels like cutting in line, but that only makes sense if the merge already happened. When both lanes are still open, no one is cutting. They're using the road as it was designed. The zipper merge works because everyone follows the same rule at the same point. When you compare the two approaches side by side, the difference is clear. Early merging stacks cars into a long, inefficient line. Zipper merging spreads them out and shortens the backup. In real-world studies, that difference can cut congestion by nearly half. Same road, same number of cars. Just a system that's finally being used efficiently. When both lanes are used fully, traffic pressure spreads out instead of stacking up in one place. That prevents stop-and-go shockwaves from rippling backward through traffic. The result is shorter backups, smoother flow, and fewer sudden stops. Even though it feels counterintuitive, zipper merging reduces congestion for everyone, including the drivers who are already in line. There's another benefit people don't talk about much: stress. When traffic flows predictably, drivers relax. There's less braking, fewer surprise merges, and fewer moments that feel personal. That's why the zipper merge isn't always better, but when conditions are right, it's clearly superior. Smooth systems don't just save time. They reduce frustration for everyone inside them. The reason this feels wrong isn't because it doesn't work. It's because most of us were never taught how traffic systems actually function. We learn rules, not flow. So when something relies on coordination instead of courtesy, it clashes with instinct, even when the outcome is clearly more efficient. When everyone understands the same rule and follows it at the same point, traffic becomes predictable. There's less hesitation, fewer surprises, and fewer moments that feel confrontational. Instead of drivers guessing what others might do, the system does the work for them, and the road starts flowing the way it was designed to. The biggest visible change is line length. When both lanes are used, backups are shorter and spread out instead of stacked in one place. That means fewer intersections blocked, fewer sudden stops, and less ripple effect congestion behind the merge. Same number of cars, just organized better. This isn't about being aggressive or rushing to the front. It's not about winning or getting ahead of anyone else. Zipper merging only works when everyone follows the same rule at the same place. Used correctly, it's cooperative, not selfish. It replaces guesswork with predictability. Once you see traffic as a system instead of a test of patience, a lot of frustration disappears. Blocking an open lane isn't enforcing fairness. In many places, it's actually against traffic law. The zipper merge isn't about changing human nature. It's about designing systems that work with it. When we coordinate instead of react, everything flows better. Most resistance to the zipper merge isn't logical. It's emotional. It feels unfair, even when it's more efficient. But traffic doesn't care how we feel. It responds to patterns. This is the rule: merge here. Take turns, no guessing, no courtesy contests. The merge itself is simple. One car from each lane. One, then two. Repeat until clear. The people around you aren't the problem. They're just trying to get where they're going too. When we treat each other as partners, the system works. What are your thoughts?